Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another cast by Epic Gaming Television. We're looking at a game between aMQ as well as KaiD. It is going to be a replay cast, and it's going to be covered by both me, Babael, as well as Lark. Welcome.
Welcome, as always. First replay cast I think that we've done, or second. I still remember when we had that YOLO cast,
Oh, 5-man shit. Yeah,
that was
definitely.
pretty insane. Yeah, I'm actually very interested to see how aMQ lost this, although just looking at the stats, I could kind of tell what happened, but I still want to see what happens in this game.
Yeah, that's good. So, we're waiting to see how this game is gonna be up. And there we go. We're gonna talk about the first batting phase first. They have the keeper, the Tempest, the Lowstone, and the Sandwave all nicely addressed there. So no big wombo combo just yet. The Lowstone also gonna be taken away. The Sandwave is perfectly also taken out. So that means to say aMQ will not have to play the Sandwave, and that's something that KaiD knows very well. That you have Dabasfida used to be known as CY, and he's not gonna be playing as the Sandwave this game.
Yeah. And remind me again, who is Onish Juice? That's
Wang Wang.
Wang, right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
It used to
Also
be on
lost.
Orange Esports, by the way. Just saying.
Yep. But yeah, you nicely addressed about the wombo combo there. Tempest Lodestone, very strong. Keeper of the Forest as well. Just banning out the jungles, very standard, as well as Sandwave. Sandwave such a strong carry, both in international and the Southeast Asian what do you call this scene. So just one of those carries that people don't want to deal with. And if you give up like a Master of Arms and a Sandwave, it's just very scary. In fact, even with a Fade hasn't been banned out yet, so I'm actually surprised that both teams haven't picked it up. They could actually pick it up over here at the Hellborn team, but because I saw the stats, I don't think they are going to.
Okay, so yep, that's that. And we have the MOA being picked up here. The question is really, are they going to pick the engineer? And I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to go with the Bubbles too. And Bubbles with the Magnus, it's pretty tight. I mean, Magnus has got the Lava Surge for a stun. Bubbles definitely has got a very good stun. That's going to be the Kelpfill. So that's going to provide sizable amount of lockdown for Team Hellborn. By the way, it's nice to see New Pants No Cry again. He has been around with KaiD for a really long time. So that's something that I feel that's good. But they do have other, changed IGN, or maybe it's the same guy. Not really sure. Haven't really followed them. Do you know anything?
I think it's just changed IGNs because of the database error and stuff like that. So most of them just changing their names. It's happening to everyone. I don't know how they get their names like hacked and stuff. It's just really surprising to me. Legion team actually picks up Hag, by the way, so that's a strong combination already. Gonna have that to burst down Hellborn's side. But yeah, I feel like Hellborn, they're just trying to go for more of the all-in. Like, I'm gonna show you what's my carry, my offlane, and my mid lane gonna be, but there will be nothing much that you can do about it because there's a lot of supports in the pool that they can always choose. They can even go for empath if they want to. Like empath Moonqueen's a pretty strong synergy there. And they can go for like Pyromancer, Torturer. They can even run for a Parasite jungle. That's why it kind of opens up that opportunity for them. At the same time that they lock in the late game with the Moon Queen and the ability to roam with Bubbles and Magnus. So that's the reason why you actually see some of the Southeast Asian teams do that. As compared to the international HoN scene, where they like to pick their supports first before like their off lanes and mids. But yeah, it's just difference in playstyle, I guess.
Yeah, and more importantly, if you pick it before the second bending phase, it's actually good to have the heroes that you want, because the second bending phase normally is going to address stuff like that. So now we do see the engineer being addressed by Zugrush. He knows that there's no engineer pickup on Team Hellborn. Okay, you're not going to pick it, so we're going to ban it. That's okay. Luna also going to be banned away because there's also no support, but yeah, like you were right, he can definitely pick the Empath as a support. The Jerizai going to be banned out by the Hellborn. I do believe that aMQ has been running this for a while. We did see before on aMQ. I would say that there must be sizable amount of success on this draft before it to be ban worthy, but still Taji there definitely gonna ban away this hero. Specifically, Predator also gonna be banned away. Pred not so much. I don't think the aMQ is renowned for the Pred. I think the aMQ is more renowned for the Rally as well as Sandwave. So those are already being addressed in these ban stages, so that's okay. And last but not least, the last ban from Zugrush is going to be the Fate. And Fate, it just provides a lot of roam, and I'm amazed that it is not being picked up in the first picking phase there. Bubbles, yeah, I mean, Bubbles may not need to be picked up in the first picking phase. You can go for the Fate if they want to, or that may not even be a part of their consideration. So we have to wait to see what's going on here.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing about the Predator ban out was that it's just such a good hero against the Moon Queen with that free magic immunity spell there, the Iron Hide. So it's very very useful for him and allows him to just go on to Moon Queen every time there's a team fight without having to worry about like Moon Finale or even the Moonbeam coming up from Moon Queen. He just needs to auto attack the Moon Queen to death, and he's like the only person that can really like contest the Moon Queen because of the ultimate coming up from Predator, which is called Terror. Yeah. Okay, now I remember because with the minus armor. But yeah, I don't really see the reason for them to pick out a Glacius pick. They could have gone for more of a Pyromancer. That would have been much more better for this Legion lineup. Because if they want to be a little bit more aggressive, they can go for Pyromaster of Arms, Pestilence, Roam Squad. That would be so good. And when you have a Hag compiled on top of that, that's just very very useful as well because you have the late game secured, you have the middle, and yeah, you can, especially if Richard Hag gets the snowball farm at the start, he can easily take over the game with like what he's close to 600 gold or 550 gold per minute at the very early start of the game. But they're gonna go for Damp here. Wow, so they're stacking a lot here. It's slightly greedy because they only have the Pestilence to rely on that auto attack damage. It will take a while before Hag and Dampier gets auto attack items themselves, and if they don't snowball in this game, it will be very hard for them to come back. Because what is Glacius and Master of Arms really gonna do to help support you guys? Like they're running a tri-core hero lineup right now with the Pestilence, Wretched Hag, and Dampier.
Yep.
That's
So
Hellborn. Yeah, they got Torture.
yeah, that's good. And in general, Team Legion has got a lot of early game regression. So Hellborn, they have got, again, what I like to see is that they have got a Moon Queen, which means that they've got the luxury to slowly drag it out. And Hellborn is going to be able to sit in a comfortable spot, say, you know what, bring it on. I'm just going to defend. I'm just going to play it really safe. I've got Morexes to do the work there. I've got basically a lot of stunner for the early game. Torturer, Morexes, Bubbles, Magmas are all nice stunners. So that's good to see. And in general, that means that that's going to be a 4-man early game, as much as you can call it a block there. So that means that if they drag this well into the late game, maybe maybe Moon Queen will be able to do something about this. And this game is going to be really tilting in their favor by that time there.
Yeah, I mean, like Hellborn's lineup, they just need to rely on Moon Queen, and they have a Torture as well, mind you. So Torture can do a lot of work in the later stages of the game. I don't know if this is gonna be a dual support Torture. Like, I only say that because I saw the stats at the end of the game. But yeah, I do believe it could be a Magmus and Magmus Torture dual support. Probably Magmus is the main support, or even Torture over there. Torture would be the better choice. Then you have like Miraxus mid, Bubbles off lane, and you have Moon Queen in the short with the support of probably a roaming Magmus if they so choose to do so.
Yep, that's right. So that's it. We're just gonna go in and introduce these players as well as team here. So on Team Legion we have got aMQ, Moon Queen from Malaysia, and Zugrush is the captain. He's gonna be the drafter as well. He is gonna be playing as Glacius. We do have the Wretched Hack is also on Dabas Feeder, and he used to be known as CY. We got Sok. He's just Sok, and he's gonna be your MOA last, sorry, not last, but your Roy. Oh, again, there we go. Roy is gonna be your Dampier. Last but not least, Onish Juice used to be known as Wang on the old orange team, and he's gonna be your Pestilence. That's it. That's a really cute ladybug. And on Team Hellborn, we have Team KaiD, and that's Thailand Kai Dai, and they're gonna be from Thailand, of course, sitting in the Hellborn spot. Taji is gonna be drafter. He is gonna be the Torturer. New Pants, No Cry, gonna be your Magmus. Cat or Cat is gonna be your Bubbles, and Belly Style, whatever. It's gonna be your Morexus, and last but not least, it's gonna be DMB, the Megabyte 5 never mind. DMB 5 is gonna be your Moon Queen, and that's the carry for Hellborn.
Man, those names are just insane. Why can't Thailand people have proper names? Anyways, but yeah, it seems like they were able to secure that Ward of Sight onto the Legion's pull camp. Not sure if it was spotted up by Legion team. You see Zergosh actually placing the Ward of Revelation way out of boundaries from this Ward of Sight, so really nicely played by them. They get double Ward of Sights up, so they're going to block the pull camp as well as secure the bottom Rune Vision, and here we go, Master of Arms.
Yep, it seems like it's gonna get dewarded. So, Ward of Wrath, and indeed, it's gonna be gone. That's it. Hellborn has got a very successful ward here. That's gonna be the Ward of Sight down south, and But near the pool camp, like I mentioned, also want to just scout out, and that's gonna be the Legion's one. Hellborn also has got vision of the bottom rune, so that's very nice to see. Legion doesn't have vision of the bottom rune, but Hellborn does. That's okay, and it seems like Magmus is gonna chance upon Sok. A nice little stun there is gonna follow up quickly. Moon Queen comes in for the Moonbeam, but here comes the Dampier, and the Legion team is gonna be looking towards a kill on Nupets No Cry. A quick torture stun may not be enough, and Nupets No Cry takes the fall. That's gonna be the Bloodlust. Now Dampier looking to make them a real good trade. It's looking for a little bit of kill on Taiji there, but MOA is just dropping a little bit too low. He goes down. Dampier goes in. Terror is being used. Just one last hit, but because he's a melee guy with short hands, can't reach out for the torture, and it may in fact result in his own death. Not really sure if that's gonna be the case. It seems like the chain reaction is gonna miss. So just so close there. 1:1.
Yeah, just a fair trade-off, I guess. But of course, Legion team, they kind of get the better exchange of it, maybe. As you can see, they do have a slight advantage. Although they did get their Ward of Sight dewarded there, so that's slight gold advantage for that Magmus. But either ways, I like to see. I mean, I just like the fact that both teams went for a straight up tri-lane versus tri-lane aggression at the start of the game. I definitely feel there's a lot more kill potential on the Hellborn side though, because you have a long range Magmus stun, you have a nice follow-up stun there with the Torture, and you have a long range stun as well from Moon Queen at bottom.
There we go, the big stun from the MOA, and maybe no press. Look, I gotta take the fall for a second time, it seems. Like this Magmus is just food so far. And 2 minutes gonna be up real soon. Rather is already up. Sok now looking to just put forth a little bit more harassment onto the Torture. But it seems like they are all level 2 except for the Ampere, level 3 already, level 1 on the MOA, and 2 on the Glaciers. Other than that, it's pretty fine. Magmus, of course, at level 1 only. He does have full mana again. It's pretty good if he does land the stun before anything else. It's going to be up against level 1 Sok. Sok in a lot of trouble, but that's the MOA with just only 1 level in. And he's going to be paying the heavy price after all. So that's 2:2, and things are just bouncing about, going both ways so far.
Yeah, that's the problem about tri-lanes. You gotta, if you're gonna run it, you gotta keep onto it. Because if you're having another tri-lane aggression to deal with, if you lose one member, and with such high kill potential from Hellborn and both Legion as well, you're definitely gonna pick up a kill onto one of the heroes. Like if, let's say, okay, Moon Queen gets out of the lane, Torture can die, and probably Magmus could potentially die himself as well, if he doesn't have enough mana for a second Lava Surge. As for like Legion team, like if you see like the Master of Arms leave the lane or the Glaciers leave the lane, either way one of the supports is definitely gonna die. So you gotta make sure that you solidify a tri-lane, and if you are gonna rotate around, that you inform your members and like, you know, like slightly back off a bit, because if you get caught off, you're gonna be giving up the tri-lane advantage to the enemy team. And that's why you see right there, they were able to pick up the Master of Arms kill. It was really weird position actually coming out from Sok KK at the bottom lane, so just really interesting. I wanted to talk a bit about the top lane though. Top lane, Bubbles is actually having a decent time against this Wretched Hag. He is sitting at 8-0 though, but the thing is, he's not running with stack regen if I'm not mistaken. I think that was purchased by... Okay, never mind. Maybe it was purchased by his teammates, but yeah, he's still doing a pretty decent job here. Hag does have that stacked health potion, he hasn't used it yet. I'm very interested to see who's going to be able to pick up the first blood there at the top lane, or if whether or not once they reach level 6 they're going to rotate around.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just waiting to see if this game is going to be resumed. I do believe they're still under pause right now. And yep, they're going to say to try now. Okay, that's good. Bubbles being played by KaiD there is doing a pretty good job against the Hack. Let's just look at his CS. Hack standing at 9-5, Bubble standing about 8-0, so yeah, pretty good. I mean, he does get sizable amount of farm, but Hack definitely dealing a lot of harassment, and also now gonna flash in there to just deal a lot more harassment onto the Bubbles there, and KaiD might be dropping a little too low, maybe able to just go down quickly, a quick take cover, but is it gonna be enough though? It seems like he's gonna shout stuff in a separate direction, but do know, this is a Wretched Hag with a flash of darkness. It's always easy to just come in here, and it's gonna be able to just avoid the Sauna Scream, but just 1 or 2 more attack, and the Hack is able to get a kill nonetheless. So it's pretty good to see that the best leader is still able to do that.
Yeah, that was... Oh, okay, that was confusing, because Bubbles could have just easily shell surfed towards his tower and be safe, either ways. Bottom lane.
Yeah, it's in the bottom side. Action is gonna go on quickly, and as we see, Magmus takes the fall quickly. Nice 3 minutes time coming from the Torturer, but 3 minutes, 40 seconds gonna be up real soon here. And 4:2 yet, and definitely aMQ is in a slightly stronger position right now than KaiD.
Yeah, but yeah, just coming back to the top lane though, like Bubbles could have easily shell surfed to his tower, no issue. He would have survived. I'm not sure if he should have given up that first, well, not really first, but that death there at the top lane. Middle lane though, they're racing for the turn.
Yep, they are, and a lot of X's still gonna come up. More X's. Maybe a stun's gonna be played. It could be the Pesty that gets the double damage. And if he uses it right now, more X's might be in a little bit of a pinch here, but Pesty definitely is gonna face off with Marcus' own stun there. And the X are still gonna be dished out there. It seems like he's in range for a quick impale, and yes, it's gonna go down quickly. And it seems like own H-Juice is just gonna land, and Lucky Guard there, just one more hit, and that's gonna be done. How this game is going to evolve quickly towards aMQ favor is just snowballing quickly. 1.6k goal lead for them, and 5-2.
Yeah. And these guys just won't let me talk about this top lane. Yeah, but coming back again to my point. Bubbles, you don't need to auto take cover.
Bottom lane right now, Moon Queen facing a little bit of trouble. Fog Lightning landing quickly here. Moon Queen looking to go down, and Nom Nom Damper jumps on her. Wow, really tasty the meat there also. And here comes Morax's level 5 to just make a little bit of a presence here against the 3-man tri-lane that has been so far successful for Team Legion. So yep, it's gonna be able to cancel out the mana regeneration from the MOE, but he's gonna have another clarity potion, so that's okay.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. He, like, Moraxis was forced to rotate bottom, couldn't get
and sorry, yeah.
and they did pick up the kill. Oh, here we go, Moraxis.
Oh, there we go. Moraxis now gonna try and do something, but Ampere jumps in. Terra is gonna be used. The stun is gonna land on Glacius quickly, and it seems like Glacius will be able to fall quickly now. Dampier looking around away, but it's gonna be 2 against 4. Can he do so? Moraxis is still gonna be thrown in his face. And it seems like he is somehow able to run away from the chain reaction. That's due to the credits of a small little red boots, but more X's again gonna land there, and Moon Queen's able to finish off. That's gonna be Roy's fall there, and DMB5, the Mega by 5 is gonna be able to get up the kill really nicely. That's a double tap for him also.
It's very, very good plays coming up from Hellborn team, but they are utilizing way too much resources. Pestilence free farm mid, no issues there. Rune's gonna come up. Here we go. Master of Arms. Is he gonna die? Nah, it's not a haste rune. Unfortunately, it's refreshment. Top lane is illusion though, but yeah, Bubbles and Hag. Hag's already level 7, so he's done a fantastic job against Bubbles, which is very, very surprising to see. Like, he's heavily out leveling him, and that's mainly because he made the big misplay at the top lane, auto taking cover that skill for no reason. Bottom lane, Magnus did survive though, because he has the Lava Surge, and but that's the thing about the this Magnus. Magnus is like one of those heroes that he needs levels as well. If he doesn't have enough levels, that range on that stun is pretty damn short.
Yep, it is, and it seems like a little bit of a stun's gonna go on there from Maraxis on to the Pestilence, and Pestilence is able to just keep safe. But in general, you were just right to say that. Now top lane, a little bit of a pinch there, and Bubbles is gonna be able to shot slip in the correct direction, but it seems like Heck is still on hot pursuit. Gonna pop the ball charges as well. Might be going for a little bit of a quick sauna scream, but as long as you see the tower is just gonna be able to back off, and that should be the case for the first kill. It's unfortunate that he just shot soul surf in a separate direction. That's a bit sad to see.
Definitely. It's that kill at top lane is really forcing this Bubbles into such a bad position. He again misses the shell surf there. I don't think he even picked up a kill, nor did he do any damage to the illusion or the hero himself. So yeah, I think he's playing a little bit on tilt. Bottom lane though, the tri lane for it's kind of hard to say. Like, oh, here we go.
Yep, Dampier's gonna jump in quickly. Nice follow-up stun by MOA, and it seems like Glacier's gonna turn Moon Queen to capture there, but Moon Queen somehow managed to run away. Nice stun by the Magnus. Maybe this is time to turn. And Moon Queen scouting. Turn, team, let's turn. And there goes the Moonbeam. It seems like gonna be a kill there. Dampier pays the heavy price. And now Glacier's also looking to go down. But here comes the Hack. Level 7, a big bad blast is gonna be warranted here. The mop up all 3, but it's too risky. And Hack is still thinking about it. He may be able to jump in on the Moon Queen only. And he wants the Moon Queen, but Moon Queen turns level 6. And oh my god, that's not gonna be a kill because that's a Moon Queen with level 6. And now it's gonna pop regeneration also. Health potion being called into play here. Is the Hack gonna jump? I don't think so.
Yeah, he shouldn't. He's just gonna free a kill, and he's gonna waste Bad Blast if he decides to go in. Top lane though, here
Meanwhile,
we go.
Yep, the 2 strength heroes and a million are still fighting somehow, and Marcus having a little bit of advantage here. He's gonna pop the ulti onto the Pestilence. Pestilence looking for his own stun, and a little bit early, but he did burst away the ulti. Marcus will not get a kill, and he does have the regeneration, and oh my god, this is gonna be big. Pesty the Bug is still flying with regeneration every single second. He just regens so much. He's got full mana there. Might be able to catch up with Marcus there. Marcus finally being able to cancel away the continuous regeneration, maybe 1 stun, and it's gonna be enough on Marcus there. He is still committing this skill, but Emo is coming to play quickly. Emo is going to go in with the Fog Lightning, and it seems like the Hack will be able to mop it out really nicely, or rather, the best feeder isn't feeding this game.
Yeah, he's not feeding. He's doing a lot of work for his team. He's already 2-0-0. Oh, here we go, Bubbles.
Yeah, Bubbles, big Hellfill might be looking at a kill. Sidestep there is going to happen. Song of the Sea is going to land quickly, but still, he's going to use the battery charge to make sure he could be a turnaround here. Bubbles looking a lot of trouble there, but Taji did pick up Zergrush down south though. And meanwhile, before going to that, it seems like Bubbles and Pesty still playing a little bit of a tug of war, and they will be interested to be fine. I do believe it's going to be okay, except the fact that we got a hack behind, and there goes CY going for the kill on his favorite hero, or rather used to be favorite hero, and down goes the Bubbles quickly. Now it's going to go down south here. Quick stun there by the Magmas. Is going to try and look for kill on the MOA, but however, a quick MOA stun is going to ensure on Taji. Taji takes the fall, and somehow MOA is still standing alive. Nupa Dokra definitely needs a quick lava surge to make this work here. He's going to get a kill none the least, but still we got level 7 Moon Queen coming to play here, and Legion knows about it, so they are not going to commit to that, just going to fall back.
A good decision there by them. They know that the Moon Finale is still off cooldown, so he can always use it and make it a turnaround kill. That was just a good decision. Oh, here we go, Dampier.
Oh, there we go, Dampier now gonna jump on to the Magnus, or may not be, so he's just saying hi in a very friendly manner. Hey,
Yeah.
hi.
He's
like
a little
Chef,
bit
give
too
me a high
afraid of
five.
Moon Queen right now,
Yeah,
and
he
Moon
is.
Queen's actually fairly tanky. He has Steam Boots as well as the Power Supply, a Pretender's Crown, and Mystic Vestments already completed. He's definitely getting Energizer top lane again.
Now top
And
lane
this
seems
game-
to have something happening here, or rather it's the top stream of this entire game, the Reaver here. We do see the Peasant still gonna chase after the Maraxis, or not actually. Maraxis now having completed his own boots, it seems like he's gonna be just fine. Meanwhile, now top lane, Hack's gonna be in a little bit of a pinch there. Kelp is going way quickly there, and it seems like Hack is definitely gonna go down just due to the credit of the bubble. So I do believe that Torture did land a little bit of an agonizing bond, so that's gonna be okay. It definitely is gonna help with the kill. But in general, their Hack is a little bit overcommitting, if you ask me.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ward at the top river there, so he shouldn't be playing that too ballsy. When you know that there's every time a team faces a dual support, you gotta remember that yeah, they could probably set up a gank on me if I don't have vision right now, so it should be very dangerous. Magmas is actually spotting out this Glacius and Massive Arms, and they don't have the most mana, and Dampier doesn't have mana as well. Oh, Magmas might be able to pick up this kill.
Magmas can go in and easily channel the eruption quickly. If he's able to do that, Glacius is definitely gonna be an easy kill.
He's dead.
Yep, it's gonna be an easy kill on Zergrush. Zergrush, abandoned by the rest of his teammates, is in fact gonna be the easy food for Moon Queen there. Trying to make sure that Moon Queen doesn't get a kill, and Nupes Don't Cry somehow not gonna give his carry the kill.
Yeah, that was some I feel like he should have just given that to a Moon Queen, but at the same time, he
Top
needs to
lane,
get some
Bubbles
control.
against the Hack, but still Torture is in the vicinity there, and maybe now the Bubbles will get a kill onto the best feeder. It's gonna be really good. Now Cat has just caught back in this game so fast. It seems
Middle
like he's
lane.
gonna be able to just escalate quickly. Meanwhile, middle lane still both of this rank hero at the middle lane still having their own story to tell. Level 9 against level 8 and doing a really good job there, but still 9 to 11 this game is pretty much dead even.
Yeah, here, Torture, careful, bro, careful. Yeah, he's just gonna, Pestilence is just gonna camp this rune. He's definitely gonna pick it up. I gotta say, I really love this game because there's a lot of action happening all across the map. Master of Arms, still not sure what the hell he wants to do right now. He's at least level 5. He really needs a level 6 to help out the rest of his teammates. That Global Ultimate is just so strong. Torture needs to be a little bit more careful. But Morax is gonna pick up this haste rune, so I think they should probably set up a gank at bottom right now.
Yep, they should be looking at it now. The entire Hellborn is going to be looking towards the bottom lane. We do have the Magmas as well as Moraxis coming to play here, but we do also got the MOA that's just nicely picking up the Stridus. So as in the Stridus speed there, so he's going to be around away pretty fast. Haster Moraxis is going to chance upon this Dampier, and Dampier is in a lot of trouble right now. Roy looking to go down quickly. MOA comes into play. Glacius also turns Torture into Ice Statue, but here comes the Hack. The big bad blast just going to land on the Torturer. And what about Moraxis? The eye's going to fall from the sky. Moraxis, Haster looking for a start, is going to turn this around. Moon Finale going to come out, and MOA is going to go down. Pasty coming a little bit too late, but still lands a stun on the Moon Queen. Might be able to do something here. Definitely would be able to make a kill on the Moon Queen if this is still going to carry on. He does have mana for extra stun. Meanwhile, in the background here, it's going to be an easy zero killer there for Cat, and it's going to be able to pick up that Hack also. That's CY. Meanwhile, we do see Wang now in the middle lane, or rather not in the middle lane, now in the Legion jungle, struggling a little bit. Will not get a kill on the Moon Queen anyway.
Yeah, that was a clutch timing for Bubbles to come in. He saves Magmas, picks up the kill onto the Hag, who just picked up what was that? I think it was double kill just now. Big misplay there coming out from the Torturer. Could have actually just thrown out a stun during his ice imprisonment, but he just decided not to. So a little bit questionable decisions coming out there. there's no one currently farming at top lane. It seems like everyone just wants to play bottom wars and not mid wars anymore. So it's kind of interesting to see that happening now.
Yep, and Bottom Wars is definitely the name of this game. We do have a lot of heroes here, and even the pots are all coming back here. I do believe it's gonna be the Dampier. Along with it, it's gonna be the MOA. Yep, they're gonna be here. Still, there will not be further action because Hellbound will pull back.
And Moon Queen just finishes his Whispering Helm, so definitely should pick up. Like, I'm surprised that the rest of his teammates, like, you have dual supports, go ahead and stack the jungle for Moon Queen. Like, you're gonna want to do that so that when he reaches that later stages of the game, he's gonna be so damn beefy. He is level 9 currently and sitting at 340 gold per minute. It's not the highest. I mean, it's the highest in this game, but it's not the highest you can get or achieve like during this stage of the game. But he doesn't have any stacks to work with, so he's still doing a pretty decent job. He doesn't have Energizer yet, but I think I'm not sure. Maybe he might even decide to skip it if he wants to, but we're just gonna have to wait and see.
That's right, and meanwhile, it seems like Glacius is trying to make something happen here with the Dampier. But it's a Moon Queen without a Moon Finale. They need to know that there is no ulti there. And Magma is now going to try and reward Sock. But here comes Dampier jumping straight in there. It's going to be a kill on Nupes, no cry. It's pretty good, but still Moon Queen might be able to just kill this Dampier. And Dampier is somehow going to be the melee, or rather the magic carry for Team aMQ there. And here comes the hack, a really magical one. Jumping in really quickly, chain reaction will land on all four. It could be a kill on the MOE Sock there. Great misplay. And here comes the pasty just to secure the kill on the Moon Queen. Moon Queen definitely is in a little bit of a pinch there. It's definitely going down. Bubbles lands a couple of decks up, a double tap. In fact, gets a double tap again. And that's good. Meanwhile, Pesty still standing somehow. Hack also goes down. That went to Bali's stall there. And now Bubbles still looking for extra kill potential. Is definitely going to shell stuff inside. He's behind the trees there. Landing extra hit potential because Pestilence cannot reach him. And now he's going to try and ass to his way out of there. But somehow just got stuck behind those trees there. And yes, Team Legion is going to try and punish them. Maybe a little bit of a lag going on here, but that's okay. Amboy landing a stun quickly on the Bubbles. He finally decides to come out. Moraxus is going to be popping his Arcane Shield. So he will not be able to be targeted by the Pesties. Somba is already being targeted by that, so that's okay. Meanwhile, Bubbles looking for escape mechanism, will not be able to get it, and he goes down. Moraxus now is going to land a stun, but misses it, in fact. And a chain reaction also going to get sidestepped by Onichus. 1-1 doing a really good job there. Moraxus is somehow still standing. Zergrush takes the fall. Dampier now comes in. Bad Blast missed completely. It's a little bit of a too big misplay coming from aMQ. aMQ someone's just standing, wanting to kill the Moraxus. He gets it, but the best feeder is going to feed there, and he is going down. So that's it. It's going to be 16-22. And what the hell is that Bad Blast, really?
Holy shit, the amount of misplays is too damn high. Bubbles, okay, it started off like at the bottom lane there. Bubbles could have just helped Mirax to just finish off the kill onto the Pestilence instead of trying to man up against Massive Arms. Because Massive Arms completely outplayed him with that red Master's Call. As soon as that came out, middle lane.
Yeah, Pesty is gonna be easy because like Revenge is the sweetest there. Cat's taking a little bit of tower damage, but that's okay. It seems like no other Legion hero is in the vicinity, so he's gonna be fine. But man, this game is just so many action going on and on. No time for analysis.
Yeah, but yeah, just coming back to my bottom lane there. Could have just picked up the kill Pestilence, didn't, got outplayed by Master of Arms. Good port coming in from Vicious and cancelling his ability to shell surf with the Ice Imprisonment. And then you saw like the rest of the teammates coming in, miss stun there from Miraxus yet again. But again, the teammates, it was just so huge. The rest of the teammates quickly ported bottom. I'm telling you, this is bottom wars for some reason. And I think they might be able to catch out this Magnus game, maybe not. But that whole engagement was going very, very well for Hellborn, because as soon as Bubbles ported in at the bottom lane there, he got a huge kelp field off that killed off the Dampier that was hiding in the trees. It's just really unfortunate for, very unlucky for this Roy. Unfortunately, he's not lucky from Impunity Earth. Yeah, but he goes down. That's a huge kelp field. Gets two other heroes. Goes in, shell surfs, uses the Song of the Sea, picks up kills. Unfortunately, they weren't able to kill off the Pestilence because this Miraxus, he's missing a couple of more axes, surprisingly, and he's missed a lot of quakes as well. But still, nonetheless, they come up on top of that fight, and yeah, I just feel like they keep putting so much aggression in this bottom tower that it's not really working out as much. Like they could do a lot of other things as compared to just like camping bottom. But the good thing about it is that Dampier is not able to get a single bit of space to really snowball. He's already 4-5 and 3, and he's only sitting at 233 gold per minute.
That is right. So that's it. We're just waiting for this game to resume here, but KaiD seems to be having a little bit of a disconnection problem. Maybe not disconnection, but connection issues is definitely there. So they are gonna take some time. But that being said, though, Moon Queen is doing really well this game. So far, Whispering Helm already completed and standing by 350 plus GPM. The tri lane is very much successful against Dampier. And Dampier, do note, he is ultimately being played as the carry in this game. I do believe that CYA plays a little bit of a extra, well, we can call it extra layer of defense in case the Dampier fails, but that's okay. I feel that Moon Queen should be able to just win this game if it goes a little bit too late.
Yep, and middle lane they will get it denied. Oh my god, that's just not well played.
Yep, and now Stun's gonna miss on the Bubbles. Now Bubbles looking for extra help onto the Pestilence. The Cuffle is gonna connect, and here comes Morexus. The X is gonna connect. Raidmaster's Call is gonna also be called out here, and it is gonna be able to expire quickly also, but Pestilence is gonna be able to run away in full speed though, and MOA somehow is caught out there. The Fog Lightning miss again, and it seems like MOA is definitely going down. Just a couple of X's there and he's gonna be done. Definitely, you know, he's gonna be there, but Heck is gonna be able to box him in a little bit too much, but he's gonna also let him out for some reason. And it seems like Bubbles is gonna be caught out here, but he did get a kill on Zergrush. That's the Glaciers, by the way, and now Bubbles is gonna be going down, but that is gonna be an really short exchange coming out from Team Legion. 2-1. Wow.
Yeah, actually in that team fight, Legion team did come out on top of that because they denied the tower. Pestilence didn't die. Unfortunately, Zergrush and Sok died, and that was just, again, big misplays coming from Sok. Maybe he's playing with lag as well, not too sure what's happening over there, but he missed. Like, that was actually a good play coming from, who is it, Balizal, or whatever you want to call him. He made a big play there with the Arcane Shield, blocked out the charge shot from Master of Arms, and then Master of Arms missed the Fork Lightning, so it's just really unfortunate that he got picked off there. This is another perilous place for Dampier to be, because you look at the amount of Hellborn heroes here.
That's right, it's gonna be very dangerous if he's gonna loiter here, but Hellborn is definitely in the vicinity. Magnus as well as Moon Queen. Wow, Moon Queen's making this his newfound home. But Dampier's gonna jump in quickly, and Pesty also gonna jump in, but it seems like Moon Finale is gonna proc quickly, and it seems like Glaciers may not go down just yet. On the flip side though, we got Torture 1-1 against the MOA, and here comes the Pesty, plus the Wretched Hex. Gonna be easy kill for Onish Juice there. And I don't know, man, but so far Hellborn just keep getting locked out of this anti-Legion jungle, but they just want to keep coming back here.
Yeah, I feel like they don't need to really force that aggression as much. I understand that they're afraid of the Dampier, but it's just so far behind. Here we go again, Pestilence.
Yep, some Pestilence is gonna jump on the Magnus. Magnus now is in a little bit of trouble there. New Pestilence guy. Whoa, a big eruption gonna be channeled there. Morex is making sure it would happen, and Morex is there is gonna make sure that both of them is gonna go down.
Wow.
So 1 for 2. Moon Queen comes in. Moon Finale. Oh, sorry, Moonbeam as well as more axes being thrown, and down goes the Hack. So, my God.
I gotta say that was really big play coming up from Magnus. I don't know if he knew that that was the limits of his hero, or he was just really lucky over there, but that was a huge Magnus eruption. Like, he got the big lava surge off, Magnus eruption was being channeled, and then a perfect initiation there. Sorry, not initiation, follow up with this Miraculous, that quick stun onto those two heroes. Big eruption there to making sure that they at least pick up 2 kills even though he's gonna die. That's a good way of using his eruption, because if you notice in most games, you don't like Magnuses don't really use their eruption when they don't have a portal key. So big props to who is it?
New Pants, no cry.
Pants. Yeah, exactly. He manned up. That was just big manning up from him.
Yeah, but he got both of them killed, and that's pretty good. And that to say, it's going to be a 3-4-1 exchange, so that definitely worked out in favor of Team Hellborn. Not, of course, to especially mention this, Moon Queen now has got about 2k gold in the bank, and definitely is looking really good in this game so far.
Yeah, it is, and you see Dampier, because he's so far behind, he's forced to just go for a shrunken hit first. Oh, here we go.
Yep, it seems like another engagement in the middle lane here. It's going to be Pestilence. Raidmaster's Call is going to be really used there, but will not be too effective. It's still going to fall from the sky. It's still going to be cancelled by Torture's stun there. And Torture just going to walk Torment next to Glaciers, and Glaciers there is going to go down. So that's it. My God. Now it seems like in the background things is not down there. Sok going to go down also. So it's going to be a 3-for-0 exchange. And if this kind of exchange keep going on, Legion is going to be doomed.
Yeah, the aggression coming from Hellborn is really good. Like, they're making plays wherever they can and as much as possible. I don't really agree with the Magnus pickup on the Beast Heart. It just seems like a lot of we've always seen this a lot with the Thai teams, especially where they like to go helmet of Black Legion so that they can stay in team fights and constantly use the stun. I just think that having that portal key is just much more core in him. It allows him to set up for bigger plays, and especially with that ultimate, he's gonna go ahead and port top, and I think they should easily defend this, no issues. Hag's actually even gonna port back. Even Hag forced to go for Shrunken Head first, so yeah.
Yep, that's going to be a little bit scary, but they also get a tower down south here. It's going to be the credits of KaiD there playing as Bubbles. KaiD definitely is going to pay with his price. Yeah, pay with his price. Pay the price of his life. So he's definitely going to go down. And Moon Queen somehow still in the vicinity also.
I almost thought that Bubbles would survive, but Ice Imprisonment too damn strong. But yeah, you look at Moon Queen, he already has his Geometer's Bane, can probably go for the Shrunken End next. And then once he has that, he's just gonna have free reign against this entire Legion team. Like, he knows that he can go for the Geometer's Bane first because, like, Dampier has no farm. Hag doesn't have any farm as well. Pestilence, yeah, he's got a portal key, but you just throw a couple of stuns out, you throw the Swarm in, and you know, having a Shrunken Head of Moon Queen seems kind of useless already. So he went for the Geometer's Bane first, which is really good. It does cancel out the Swarm when you pop up the Geometer's Bane, and it will allow him to deal more DPS towards split pushing or even in team fights. And it just has to go back to the fact that their tri lane kind of worked out in the later stage of the game, like in the middle, like close to early to mid stage of the game there, and that's why Dampier's so far in the back foot, like going for a Shrunken Head first before Life Ran. That's when you know things is going downhill for your team.
Oh, Taji, they're actually gonna expect. I think they have no more pause left.
Yeah, they don't. They're gonna take Kong, and Legion team doesn't notice, and they should have this down with ease. Maraxis even has double damage, like Bubbles and Torture here as well. Torture, by the way, he... Okay, I'm not sure who has been warding. I haven't been keeping a close tab on that, but I do believe it's both Magnus and Torture. But Torture's doing a really good job. I don't think we talked about him much, but he is actually one of the core heroes that's helping them win the team fights. Every time he throws out a stun, he at least gets like 2 to 3 heroes on top of the agonizing bonds, and rushes in with the impalement and the torment. So he's doing a lot of damage. If you take a look at the damage charts, he's actually close to the Bubbles and Maraxis, and the thing is, he's not like, he's just using his skills. He doesn't have extra items on top of that, so he's doing a really good job.
That's right. So Torture in this game, I mean, Taji, we've casted him before against Impurity, if I do believe, and in that game he can't even land a stun at the Witch there, but it could be due to latency problem. But now in this game he's just doing so well coping. It seems like he has changed a lot in his short span of a few days here. That's it, 23 minutes gonna be out really quickly, and 20 is to 31 here. 15k goal lead for Team Hellborn and a 14k experience advantage. So, I mean, so far in, I'm guessing that Dampier as well as the Hack is gonna have to force the Shrunken Head real soon. If not, this game is gonna be done.
Yeah, they really need that Shrunken Head. I mean, but even then, if they have that Shrunken Head, what they're gonna do in team fights? They don't have enough magical output just yet. Like, yeah, they got Bat Blast, but you look at the whole of the Hellborn team, because they're so far ahead, you could just count. There's Helm of the Black Legion on a Maraxis as well as Magnus, so you're not really gonna burst him down. You have Geometer's Bane already completed, a Moon Queen who has token as well. You're not gonna kill him. Bubbles has so much escapability with his take cover and shell surf, he can just avoid spells, so you're not gonna kill him either. And Torture, who is like secondary support, first support, I'm not so sure, that he's like stuck in between. He has like 13k HP. Not 13k, hold on, 1300 HP, and he has a Blessed Orb and Energizer. Like the Hellborn team is just really tanky now. That Legion team doesn't have much DPS because they're forced to go for defensive items rather than like Grimoire powers on your Dampier or even your what do you call this, Richard Hag. So yeah.
Yep, that's right. So no damage on them at all. It seems like they will have to drag this game very long for that to happen. And it really is going to boil down to the fact that the tri-lane is just so successful in this particular game here. And of course, the early rotation from the Maraxis is one of the main reasons also. And now it seems like Hellborn is ready to take this game for their own. They are going to try and push the top lane. It's going to be a tier 2. And there is still no defense coming out from aMQ. They're going to try and knock off the tier 1 and mid lane. But still, even this tower, Hellborn wants to defend it, and here comes the Magnus, level 12 and all. He's going to be more than enough to stop this aggression coming from Team aMQ. That's it somehow. Bubbles is going to try and cut off the retreat route of the Glaciers, but he will not be able to do a good job because Pestilence is waiting to group up with Glaciers here. And Bubble's actually going to come in here. They do have Ward of Sight somehow here, and it seems like they will be able to just land a stun there by the Moraxis, and Sim Glaciers is going to take the fall for Glaciers. Zug Rush goes down. And that's going to be it, but the capacity is going to be fine nonetheless.
Yeah, some signs of life for Legion team is that the fact that now Dampier and Richard Hag have the shrunken heads up on themselves, so they will do a pretty decent job in team fights. At least they will stay alive, that's for sure. But when the rest of their teammates die, I don't think they can take a much more of a beating from Hellborn. They don't have enough damage output just yet. Like Dampier is not that right-click auto attack machine just yet. He doesn't even have this burst potential, so it's really difficult for them at
they might catch the Moon Queen here. Great little stun there. Moon Queen has got no shrunken in, so it's definitely susceptible with a lot of magical burst here, and he is gonna go down. But do note, there is a token here, and Dampier looking to go in with a shrunken to just terrorize quickly, and Moon Queen takes a fall for sure this time around. Here comes Moraxis popping it out really quickly. Is he able to burst out the ammo away quickly? Also, Torture Taji in a lot of trouble right now. Taji definitely in a lot of trouble, still looking to stand somehow. Land a chain reaction, it's gonna be really good, and Dampier takes the fall instead. Somehow Cat is going to be around the way, but here comes the hack. Will mop up the kill, and even getting the hat trick, the best feeder, doing a lot of work there also. He's going to be able to look for more. Is he able to take the 4th kill? That's my question. Bali Style is going to go up against this hack here, and here comes the Magnus. Magnus thinking, should I go in? I don't know for sure. I'm going to just wait to see. And meanwhile, it seems like Moraxis is taking a lot of damage, but because of the lack of Grimoire power there, very little damage is just going to land Moraxis. And there we go, the big eruption is going to burn down the hack, and it seems like the stun is going to make sure that hack will pay the price indeed. Oh no! Hack somehow just stays alive, and that Impel is going to make sure that Nimbus No Cry takes the fall as well. And that will go to the best feeder. It will not be in time for the quad kill, but yes, it's still an Ultimate Warrior streak.
Yeah, that was misplay there coming from Magnus. He should have just gone in and helped his teammate. I bet you in his mind he was waiting for that perfect opportunity to channel the eruption and then Lava Surge in. And this is the problem when you go for a Helm of the Black Legion first. You don't have the portal key available, so you can't really get the perfect positioning in your stuns, or catch the enemy team off surprise with a huge eruption. Like if he had portal key jumped in with eruption, then they would have dispersed. Moraxis would have been fine, or they could have even turned it around and pick up a couple of kills. But yeah, really good pickups there coming from Legion team, and that all started out with the fact that they caught the Moon Queen out of position, and that was mainly Moon Queen's own fault because there was a ward of sight there on their own.
Socks, yeah.
What do you call this? Their Hellborn, not Hellborn, sorry, the Legion ancient camps, and he was like Moon Queen is a little bit too greedy there in my opinion for my liking because the rest of his teammates weren't around. So just big misplay here there by him. They are gonna block this at the same time, also going to deny that. Oh, unfortunately not denying it, it just expired, so not gonna get that gold advantage, but still, either ways, they will block this camp out. Dampier's gotta go and farm this. He will go for a Grim of Power next, I believe. They see Light Brand already on Wretched Hag because of that, well, quad kill I guess, and plus ending the domination streak from Ballsy, so just really good for him.
Ballsy.
Yeah, I'm just going Ballsy.
So Ballsy there, a good friend of playing some Moraxis in this game. He is going to be going in to tank up a lot of damage. He does already have got the Helm of the Black Legion as well as the Shaman's Hydra, so that's double protective there in a certain sense also. So that said, Moon Queen also completed that Shrunken Head, and that's going to be really good for her because in the previous engagement she didn't have the Shrunken Head. If she had it, she would not have died. So I think she knows what's wrong, and I do believe that this could be it for the aMQ squad because 15k gold deficit here, and even though a little bit of a moment for rejoice there is definitely the short-lived quad kill, but it seems like, I mean, Hellborn is still bearing down on them, and they are not going to forgive what they just did there. And it seems like there is only the Light Brand on the hack and no Light Brand on the Dampier just yet. He's definitely still very far behind. I do believe that he is at least about a K back.
Yeah, and I feel really sorry for Legion team now because this Pestis doesn't have the Shrunken Edge just yet. If he blinks in, he's gonna die instantly to the burst coming from Hellborn team. And once they do that, like Pestilence dies, he doesn't have the stun. He could expel a buyback, which he does have currently, but not so sure how long his Legion team will survive. Master of Arms still doesn't have much items, and that's just because he's like helping support this team right now. But him and Glacius are just trying to share the warding responsibilities right now. Glacius will eventually pick up Tablet of Command, I hope. I don't know if he even has the Neophyte's book in his stash just yet, but he's just only sitting at 37 gold, so it's really unfortunate. He actually opted for the Energizer before that. Meraxus will have Barrier Idol soon, and that's another huge item pickup. Bubbles will have Closure Sheepstick sometime in the future, not now just yet, because like, he's really far away from it. Moon Queen can probably go for the Symbol of Rage first, or maybe even go for a Wing Bow.
That's right. So now 30 plus minutes up already, and it seems like 35 to 34. It seems like Team Legion is just still very far behind in this game, and Hellborn definitely have got the lead so far. And the biggest question really on my mind now is, will Legion win if they drag this game beyond its prime?
Legion team can win. If Hellborn team, you know, suddenly slows down on farm, they lose out on team fights, then maybe Legion team can come back into this because they have tri-core hero lineup already. They have the Pestilence for that physical damage. They have Dampier for that burst. They have Wretched Hag for both like a good amount of physical and magical if he builds from more of the right click auto attack. Actually, the same can be said for Dampier, but it will take a long time for them to actually reach that destination because you see Dampier, he just only picked up his Light Brand now. He's so far away from finishing that Grimoire of Power. Light Brand on a Dampier is not as powerful as a Grimoire of Power because you don't have that extra added 15% of damage output from both your magical and physical spells. But this Hag will have it sometime soon. Hopefully he has it in the next team fight because that would be very big because he has Shrunken as well. So he will have free reign in auto attacking the Hellborn team, just blinking around, kiting them, using the Shrunken Head at the clutch moment, and yeah.
Meanwhile, 3k gold in the bank for the Moon Queen, and definitely about 500 gold per minute for her. 447 for experience per minute, and still with 2 buybacks. It seems like Moon Queen is doing a really good job. And GPM Charge definitely is leading the game, and second in command is going to be the Morexus, is 380 GPM. Also, Hag is trying to play catch up here, but the question is, we all know that there is going to be a little bit of a gap in this game, and the biggest problem is going to have to be dealing with the Moon Queen, who now has got 4k gold, which means that she's going to go for Symbol of Rage, and if she has that, the next team fight is for the Hellborns. It's definitely Hellborns for the taking, and it seems like Legion on the flip side though, Pestilence now completed a Shrunken Head, but it may be a little tad too late, and no Grimoire on the Hag just there like I mentioned, and MOH is doing a lot of, well, at least you can call it warding job there, as well as the fact that Glacius is doing a good job. And on Hellborn on the flip side, it seems like Torture is trying to aim for something with the Blaster. What do you think it's going to be?
Definitely think it could be that Closure Sheepstick. It's such a good item on him. I don't think you should be going for Grimoire of Power because just going for the Sheepstick allows him to have the sustainability. You want to have more mana regeneration on the Torture. I mean, you can't go for Grimoire of Power as well. It will definitely boost out the damage output, but you need to focus more on getting that mana output, mana regeneration, because you're gonna be churning out torments every time you have a team fight, and you need to spam out your chain reactions. Like, these spells don't cost, like, they cost a medium amount of mana, and if you don't have enough mana pool, he only is sitting at 1k by the way. Here we go, middle lane though.
Yeah, middle lane, Legion forcing engagement here. It seems like Pesty is going to jump in for creep up, but what is Dampier doing? Doesn't seem to care there. Bubblesum is still in a little bit of trouble there. Looking to shelter away, but he's definitely going down there. Marks has come to play. It may be a good time to pop the LT now, but it's still going to be hesitating a little bit. Moon Queen comes in, and that's going to be the granddaddy of them all. Now popping the LT. Here comes the Magma. It's going to burn down the Dampier alive. That's going to be so hot for him. It's too hot for you. So it's going to be able to just nicely burn down them, and that's okay because that's the only kill in this entire engagement.
Yeah, the Blood Blast there at the end was very good, but it was a little bit too late for my liking, so that's why they didn't really pick up any kills, and they're gonna get Kong now, by the way. And Legion team, they don't have the Bat Blast available yet, so their AoE potential is cut down by half, but at the same time, Moonfiend doesn't have the Moon Finale. He does finish the Behemoth's Heart, by the way, so actually that's another good item pickup for him. But he has double damage now. So you should take this with ease, but there is a ward of sight there to spot them out, and that's why you see Legion team just completely rushing over there. And Hellborn team knows this. They have a good awareness right now that, yep, it seems like aMQ is going to push against us and try to contest Kong. So we should be a little bit more careful.
So they send Moon Queen with the double damage in there to try and make something happen. Definitely not going to pop the Geomedes Bane unless of course you're sure that it's going to be okay. But that being said though, it seems like just gonna just nicely try and cut around the Kongor, or gonna do a little bit of solo attempt there. Should be able to just be successful. There's already a Beaver side and not a symbol of reach. So that makes this Moonqueen just very tanky, but here comes a big fight in the middle of this river here. And Moraxos picks up the kill on the Dampier. Dampier takes the fall. Could be a big mistake now, and the Pasty.
Wow.
And a little bit too big a problem there. In fact, even every single arsenal is coming out. The Torturer doing a lot of work there. Hat-trick coming for him. And it seems like the quad kill could be possible, but the hack is just too quick. The Flesh of Darkness is going to be possible. Now, still Taji's in hot pursuit. Taji just going to change direction and go straight for the mid lane tier 3 here. And with the rest of his teammate, this could be really possible. Moonqueen gonna come in here. They're not even gonna go for Kong. Kong is just so low, but they don't care. They want to win this game. They don't want to get the token. And they're gonna try and knock off this tier 3 by itself there. And it seems like tier 3 is gonna be in a lot of a bad motion right now. It's gonna definitely go down. There is no help on. That's right, there's no Legion members alive, only for the hacks. No buyback on anyone at all. The quickest respawn is still going to be about 10 over seconds there. And the melee is going down. The range is definitely going to be severely threatened here. The way Moonqueen pushes is just so damn ridiculous. She needs some nerfing at least. And we're just looking at top tier 3 now going to be challenged. And it seems like Hellborn is going to go ahead with this here. As the tier 3 is going down. Big mistake there by aMQ definitely in the previous engagement. But now the melee barracks is also being threatened. And they're waiting for Pasty. No Pasty, no play. Pasty is not coming out, guys. You're going to have to make something happen. The range barracks is all that's left after the big mayhem there.
Just really well played. I have to give huge props to both Magma's Bubbles and that Moraxos. If they didn't initiate like that, they wouldn't have been able to pick up the kill. I mean, the kill. Torture wouldn't have been able to pick up that huge amount of kills over there. That was just perfect initiation from them. They went in, they were stunned them out. They couldn't do anything. And meantime, you see Moonqueen soloing Kong. Yeah, no issue. Closure Sheep still finished by this Torture as well. But yeah, coming back to my point, that the fact that like Torture was able to just run in and do all the damage.
Can the same thing happen twice here? The same river that cost them the mid lane. Now aMQ, they're gonna jump in again, and now they're gonna jump on someone who has portal key, so that's gonna be okay. Meanwhile, on the flip side though, that's Bubbles. Bubbles still gonna be chased down, and it seems like Hack is in a little bit of trouble. Hack goes down, and next in line, Glaciers does pop the ice dropping from the sky, but Magmas lands a great stun there and is able to stun Dampier also. Just way ahead is Moonqueen, deals a ton of damage, and aMQ knows that they are done. They're gonna go for the next game quick, straight up there. They're not even gonna wait for the base to be gone. It's just knowing that this game is done.
Yeah, the biggest problem there was that Dampier jumped in, but that was a beautiful take cover. Was forced out of the shrunken head. Couldn't use that in the after that for the following engagement. And then the biggest problem was that he blinked in without popping shrunken head, and he got locked down really nicely by the whole Hellborn team, that he couldn't even have the chance to use that shrunken, which was off cooldown by the way, and that's one of the major problems towards that team fight, and that's why they lost that. That was really clutch coming out from the Hellborn team to lock him down before he was able to use the shrunken head, and also kind of a misplay for him to blink in without using that shrunken head over there. So just really well played, I have to say, coming from KaiD. I'm actually surprised that they took a game off anti-Moonqueen.
Definitely so. So now it seems like that's going to be our coverage here for KaiD versus aMQ. That's the first game. The second game, I do believe I'm going to have to check to see if the replay is going to be too long. If not, we'll have to call for it. Give me a moment. By the way, this is Babael. With me is Larcms. Hope you guys enjoyed the cast there. Definitely aMQ. They should have won the game for sure, but they were just making a lot of work there. KaiD for sure. They don't want to lose the game like that, and this is just an epic moment where we all know that, you know, KaiD, they may have the lags, but they just manned up all the way, and that's something that we all love to see.
Yep, definitely. I think... Hold on, I should...
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna try and find a second replay to determine the time. To give me a short wall. But that was a little bit of a replay cast. It's the game happened yesterday night, and tonight we're gonna bring you a lot more coverage. Also, we're gonna bring you 2 different series back to back. So for you guys who are screaming Wednesday night we want more, yep, we know it's ladies' night, so stay at home, stay with your computer. That's your wife. We are also gonna bring you a match between Impunity Storm as well as, oh shit, my girlfriend. We're gonna bring a match between Impunity Storm as well as, what? Why is that rude?
So rude. You're rude to everyone, man. Saying that their PC is your wife. Come on, man. Come on.
But it's true.
Sure. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna bring a match between Storm as well as JDT, newly promoted Div 1 champions from Thailand. Not champions, sorry. I do believe that they qualified through the road to J-League, so that's okay. And on the flip side, we're bringing an Orange versus S2I straight after that, so that's good. And do know Orange versus S2I will be a replay cast. That's gonna happen at about 11 p.m. So for all of you who are a night owl and all, I definitely hope that you guys will stay with us. That said, I do believe that the second game has got a game time about 19 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead with this cast.
Yep, and I'm gonna leave you for that, I
Yep.
believe.
So Lark is gonna leave before the next cast will start. But before we go there, it seems like this game is done, and we'll be really happy if you guys can join us for that. Game 2 is gonna be well on the way soon. This is Babael, with me is Lark, and see you guys real soon. Goodbye.